I truly despise Chris Brown. I think he's super cringe. I think he's an incredibly shitty person. He's a woman beater and all around just pretty bad guy. I'm sure he has a lot more secrets that I'm not even aware of. But so for some reason, his subreddit was recommended on my homepage on Reddit, and it says Chris Brown meet and greets got fans out here paying $1,000 for legendary poses. Now, I think whoever posted this thought it was funny or cool. The way I interpret this is Chris Brown is practically stealing $1,000 from fans to take a picture. Like, brother, I don't care how cool of the pose is. This is really stupid if you ask me, but it's different. I don't care how different the pose is. If you're charging your fans $1,000 to take a picture, you need to take that cash out of that fan's hand. Hold up, is this sweat? Sorry to roast man's hair, but is this sweat? Just take the sweater off, bro. Holy shit, dude. All right, the caption here says, now hold the fuck up. Y'all mad at females for taking pics, but y'all have men out here paying $1,000 to be a Power Ranger with Chris Brown? Y'all can kindly hold this L. Maybe the Chris Brown is more of like a snark on Chris Brown. I can't tell. That's the Dragon Ball Z fusion pose, you uncultured swine. Yeah, it's Dragon Ball Z. We know. Okay, she called it Power Ranger. That is a fumble. But I mean, there's not much of a story here. I just need to call attention to this. Chris Brown, not only does he beat women, but he charges his fans, the only people that care about him left, his most diehard supporters who will defend him tooth and nail online, by the way. He's charging them $1,000 for a picture. Like, what a piece of shit. Let me see if I can find more info on this, actually. Okay, here we go. So this is not a news story. From Newsweek, 2022, July 25th, 2022, exactly 3 years ago. Look at the date. Right now, it's July 25th. 2025. So exactly 3 years ago, Chris Brown blasted for allegedly charging fans $1,000 for a photo with him. I didn't know until today. Shout out Newsweek for reporting on this 3 years ago. So ahead of the curve here. I'm glad I'm not the only one appalled by this. According to Hot New Hip Hop, the With You singer posed for photos with fans who paid a hefty sum. When the images started making the rounds on social media, people were quick to slam the price tag. I don't know how people be so gone off celebs, like paying $1,000 for Chris Brown. That's insane. Another added, so women are paying $1,000 to take pics with Chris Brown? What a waste of hard-earned money. Some of you have been brainwashed and don't realize it. A third chimed in, I can't think of a bigger waste of money than to pay $1,000 to meet Chris Brown. Yeah, and look at him. What a goober. Oh, dude. Horrible outfit. By the way, the pink pocket handkerchief, unbuttoned, and you see his chest, with the maroon fedora hat with the pink handkerchief and the stupid John Lennon type of glasses with the untied bow tie. Dude, this is a criminally bad outfit. Holy fuck. Others, however, couldn't help but crack jokes. Chris Brown would have had to escort me out because for $1,000, boy, we finna take this picture naked. Nah. Someone else said those Chris Brown pictures are hilarious. Laughed my ass off. He making the meet and greet worth it for his fans though, because most artists gonna give you a straight face and peace sign pic. He better be mooning that photo for $1,000. Something funny better be happening in that photo, as the very least. Several celebrities defended the Brown. $1,000 for a lifelong memory / moment ain't bad. Rapper Young Blue posted on his Twitter account. Y'all ain't gonna have no memories when y'all get old. Thing y'all gonna remember is paying bills. So yeah, Young Blue is shaming people for paying their bills instead of paying Chris Brown for a photo. $1,000 could get you this. Oh my god, bro. That's embarrassing as shit. That's so embarrassing. $1,000 down the drain. Laughed my ass off. This man paid a stack for a pic with Chris Brown. He is exceptionally corny. Again, another super bad outfit from Chris Brown. I mean, just like super uncool, dorky, straight jeans here. White tee with the open button up like he's in 6th grade. And then this corny ass teal strip in his hair. I mean, man, dresses like a fucking middle schooler. Love and Hip Hop's Masika Kalisha added, bro, I freaking love all this pics from Chris Brown's meet and greet. She shared, people spent good money and he did what the fuck needed to be done. Everyone looks happy. Oh yeah, so I kind of remembering now, some of these pictures of Chris Brown went viral, as they are again today in 2025, which is why I'm reading this. He was getting a lot of shit for this 3 years ago, even though his pictures were going viral, and here he is in 2025 doing the same thing. I just want to bring attention to the fact that he is a money-hungry, goober goblin, woman-beating piece of shit. Fans were able to get up close and personal with the star who posed prom style and offered hugs. He even seemingly obliged when one woman put her legs around him. Brown has a loyal, even protective fan base despite his troubled past. In 2009, he pleaded guilty to assaulting then-girlfriend Rihanna after an argument about another woman. Since we're talking about Chris Brown, here's Rihanna's face after Chris Brown was done beating her. See the swollen lips, the bruises, the cuts, the black eyes, the swollen eyebrows, swollen forehead. See that? Really bad. This was posted November 3rd, 2009. Rihanna breaks silence over assault by Chris Brown. Okay, painting the picture here. We're also We're gonna hear Rihanna speak herself about this for a second.
It's hard to imagine a more glamorous star, and she is breaking her silence for the first time since we saw that picture of her so bruised and battered last February. Tomorrow, she will describe in detail what happened in the car with Chris Brown and why a few weeks after she decided to go back to him. It was a mistake, she says, and sent the wrong message to so many young girls enduring the same thing.
The whole world was shocked to discover there was a secret life. Rihanna says she was ashamed, unwilling to speak until now. To those of us who thought, how could it happen to someone so strong?
I am strong. This happened to me. I didn't cause this. I didn't do it. This happened to me, and it can happen to anybody. There are a lot of women who've experienced what I did.
I've never seen this.
But not in the public. So
she's so young here. She was practically a child in this, in her early 20s, and she looks so young. It's like a completely different person. This feels like a kid, right? Talking about a abusive relationship that they went through. Fuck Chris Brown is basically my point here.
It made it really difficult. I just felt like, oh my God, here goes my little bit of privacy. Just people exposed. Like, it's something that nobody wants anybody to know. So here I am, the whole world knowing.
Why be ashamed?
Because I didn't want people to think that that's the kind of person I fell in love with that person. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
She's embarrassed for people to know that she was with Chris Brown. This is after she was beat by him and went back to him and then left him again. People will be like, oh, but she went back to him, bro. It couldn't have been that bad. She went back to him. That's what Chris Brown fans will say. This is her after she left him for a second time.
That's the type of person that I fell in love with. So far in love. So unconditional that I went back.
On average, I think it takes a woman 7 times before she leaves.
8 or
7? Holy shit.
9, actually. And I don't want that to happen. That's not what I want to teach people. But again, people, I'm a human being, and people put me on a very unrealistic pedestal. And all these expectations. I'm not perfect. Also,
you can really hear the accent in her voice here. I don't know if she still has that accent these days. I guess I don't hear her just like speak in interviews too often. But this is damn near 15 years old.
It's pretty natural for that
Barbados accent? Something like that?
To be the first reaction. It's completely normal to go back. You start lying to yourself. The minute the physical wounds go away, you want this thing to go away. This is a memory you don't want to have ever again.
Tomorrow she will tell us what happened that left her so bloodied, bruised, battered, and why she went back, and what other girls she hopes will hear.
When I realized that my selfish decision for love could result into some young girl getting killed, I could not be easy with that part. I couldn't be held responsible for telling them, go back. Even if Chris never hit me again, who's to say that their boyfriend won't? Who's to say that they won't kill these girls? And these are young.
To any and all Chris Brown fans out there trying to run D for this man, what he did to Rihanna shook her so much to her core that she is out here thinking about the fact that young girls are getting killed by people like Chris Brown. That's how scary it was to her. That's how real it was to her. That's where the victim's mind is at, is like, this man could kill somebody. If you don't care about that, you're a piece of shit. Anybody that knows that and can understand that and is still rocking with Chris Brown, fuck you. I say this with such conviction conviction because the few times that I've talked about Chris Brown on this YouTube channel, I've posted clips about Chris Brown on TikTok and whatnot, I get Chris Brown fans in my comments trying to defend him, and I get downvoted to hell. Nah, fuck you guys. The man is a piece of shit.
Girls, and I just didn't realize how much of an impact I had on these girls' lives until that happened. It was a wake-up call. It was a wake-up call for me, big time. Especially when I took myself out of the situation. And I'll say that to any young girl who's going through domestic violence. Don't react off of love. F love. To come out of the situation and look at it third person and for what it really is, and then make your decision, because love is so blind.
And we will have more tomorrow as she talks about the reality of her life.
Clearly, Rihanna is in a much better place with a much better person. Shout out ASAP Rocky.